Okay, screen and welcome, guys. I'm Burger Podcast. Blocked on every avenue right now. Sorry, I am blocked on every avenue of Facebook because I said kill pedos. Because I said kill pedophiles, and apparently, hurting pedophiles really pisses off Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is truly out to protect pedophiles, apparently. So fantastic. That's great of you, Zuckerberg. You're a real good guy. I'd like to meet you anywhere and kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have all the money in the world, but you're not anything. Like you got a bunch of money. You're a pasty, pale, disgusting puke of a fucking snowflake little rich boy whose parents had money. Fuck you. You're total fucking garbage is what you are. Absolute garbage. Zuckerberg is the biggest piece of shit in the world. Truly, just a huge piece of shit. By the way, so I don't know who's watching this. Nobody's going to really see this because, again, I'm being blocked everywhere. But I'm on iTunes. Check out my iTunes, my Spotify, and everything else. Absolutely insane. Absolutely beyond belief pathetic that a billionaire like Zuckerberg is worried about pedophiles. But there you go. That they have so much money. They have nothing else to do except that'll work. Okay. So then but yeah, they have nothing else to do but to let's see. They are blocking me. Please share. Okay, let's see if anyone helps me out here. I have so many good friends. Just an amazing amount of really good friends. But anyway, if some of you could possibly share this, that would be appreciated. Yeah, each person who shares it, I really fucking appreciate that. I know I've offered and helped a lot of people. So if you think you could find it in your fucking heart to maybe share my shit, that would be kind of fucking nice. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to help everybody. I try to be a good guy. I don't even get mad at people when they promise me shit and it never shows up. They make me give them their address and everything else. You know what? I'm tagging Eddie Latore because you know what? Fuck it. Even he should watch this. In heaven, check it out, buddy. To you, baby. To you. You're all right. Okay. So they're blocking me. I don't know who will get this. Share it if you can. What do I know? Like, subscribe. I'm going to go on Patreon and start doing my Patreon. I don't know, man. Hopefully some of you guys will help out and share this. You know, if you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. Cool. Okay. So I want to talk about just simple logic. This is the whole reason I'm being blocked. Simple logic. See, here's how it works. This is the whole logic I'm trying to present. Sorry, my fucking arm keeps going down. Like I've talked about it. When you guys tell me about chronic pain or depression or this and that, and I say, yes, I totally get it. Rock on through everything. Rock on through everything. Strong. Rock on. Strong. Rock on. Again. By the way, boom, bitches. Divorced. Now, again, full custody, physical and legal. Even though I'm the bad guy, horrible, but I got full physical, legal custody and everything from a Latin female judge who hated me, but by every right had to give it to me because I was the better parent and everything else. It's logic. Again, logic. Logic says if I have full custody as a man, she's probably a piece of shit, right? Okay, just logic. I mean, if I had a bunch of money, if I had family to help me, if I had anyone on my side, then yeah, I probably used the system and money and my power as the mean white guy and abused it. But I have nobody. I have no money. I didn't even have a lawyer. And I got full physical and legal custody. Imagine how bad she has to be. And she's the one who, again, I kicked her out. I wanted the divorce. I figured we would just do a divorce where we just sign papers and we're not married because we didn't have shit. She decided to file a divorce at Compton City Courthouse like a jackass and then doesn't show up after a year of us going through this or so, doesn't show up to the final courthouse and loses everything like a schmuck, like the loser she is. But that's how it goes. That's logic, though. Logic tells you if I have full custody, but I didn't have a lawyer, if I have full physical and legal custody, but I didn't even have a lawyer, I didn't have any money, I don't have any connections, obviously she's a piece of shit, right? Now, I could have denied her any visitation. I gave her Tuesdays and Thursdays. I let her see her on the weekends when she wants. I even told her, I said, hey, look, rather, she's like, I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm going to sue for the. Okay, well, you could have just showed up or you could have just done what you were supposed to. But you didn't. You're not going to get a lawyer. You're not going to do anything. But rather than spend that money, I go, why don't you just be a good mom? And in a year, if you aren't doing drugs and you're not fucking up, I'll give you 50-50 custody and everything without you having to pay any money. I don't care. I want you guys to have a relationship. She writes me back and goes, shove that 50-50 up your ass. Okay, I just said I have everything. I won everything. I win. I didn't even say I win. But I won everything. And I went, even so, you know what? I'd rather you have a relationship. If you can do your shit, man, I'll split custody with you. I don't care. I'm not trying to take a child away from anybody. I want her to have a relationship with her mom. Fuck you, she says. What? I go, I'm never offering shit again to you. Done. Logic. Now, here's the other thing. Logic. Logic is some cops are assholes and they treat some people really shitty, especially the people they deem they hate or they deem to be a problem or they've deemed whatever. Some cops are prejudiced. Some cops are racist. All colors, all races, both genders. Some cops are just freaked out, pathetic, sad assholes. And some cops are fantastic people who go above and beyond and really help a lot of people. Logic. Logic is, watch this. Not all cops are bad. Some cops are bad, but not all cops are bad. Therefore, cops aren't bad. Some people are bad. Some black people are bad. Not all black people are bad. Therefore, black people aren't bad. White people are bad, but not all white people are bad. Therefore, white people aren't bad. Logic. What it tells you, what all this logic will tell you, some women are bad. Not all women are bad. Some women are good. Logic. Some men are bad. Not all men are bad. Some men are good. Logic. Therefore, what it tells you is some people are good, some people are bad, some people are indifferent, sheep. Logic. What logic tells you is this. If you're doing something and nobody's being hurt, sorry, it's too hot for that. If you're right, incredible fucking head of hair. Am I fucking wrong? Hold on, where is it? Where is it? I know. I know. Me and PJ Stansberry mine kicks his ass, but we still both have great hair. Anyway, that's where I got the hair thing. Yeah, the hair thing. But fucking amazing, the hair, right? I know. Amazing. Terry Crews, 2020. Remember it, I'm real fucking serious. You guys want to change the world? Terry Crews, 2020. All right. I don't want to get off there. Okay. Here's a simple fact. Logic is what the world is missing. The left is missing logic. The right is missing logic. See, the left is missing the logic that you don't know best for anyone. You shouldn't control anyone, and everyone's got a right to have their shit. They don't have a right to hurt other people with it. You have a right to have a gun to protect yourself. You don't have a right to have a gun to hurt somebody else for no reason. You don't have a right to have a gun to scare other people for no reason. You see what I'm saying? You have a right to protect yourself. You have a right to be safe. So you don't have a right to take away people's rights to be safe, but they don't have a right to use it against you. And if they use it against you wrongfully, then they lose their right to have it. But logic, again, logic. So here's where I'm going to take logic. Logic says if a man and a man love each other, or a woman and a woman love each other, or a man and a woman love each other, and they want to be together, and they're of sound mind and of age adults, then they should have every right to be so, because if they both choose to do so, they are hurting nobody. Logic and law says that a child has not developed enough to make decisions for themselves without experience and knowledge of life and everything else. Therefore, somebody who has a massive more amount of knowledge and experience and or doesn't, but age is not suitable for a child of such lesser age, meaning Somebody over the age of 18 should not be with a child under the age of 18. Now, is there a room of 16 to, say, 16 to 19, 20, like right in there? Yes, there is. But once you start going under that, no. Once you get prepubescent, absolutely not. So you might have a possible conversation about a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old who is past puberty, who's developed, who, again, no, I'm not okay with it. No, I don't think it's okay. No, if somebody fucking dates one of my kids at 16 that's a lot older than them or older than them by much, I'm going to fucking bash their heads in. So no, I'm not okay with it, and I wouldn't allow for it. But if there are families that do allow for it and are okay with it, I understand that. That is on you. That is on the kid. That is on you. That's on everyone involved there. There's states that allow for it. That's different. What I'm talking about is logic says a prepubescent child is not of mind or sexual understanding or sexual development to be in a relationship with a grown person by any means. It is rape, molestation, child pedophilia. Now, logic says that. Logic says they should be killed. Logically. Wiped off the earth because they're a danger to what's most important and precious to us, which is our children. Our children are our resource. Our children are our future. Children of the future. No, but our children are our future, and they are our resource, and they are worth killing for. So, yes, predators, I feel, should die. Now, that's my point. Should a white person, black person, Asian person, an Indian person, any of that stuff be killed because they want to marry someone of another race? No, that is stupid. Logic says they are making their own choices on their own free will. They are developed adults with an understanding of what they are doing. Once again, should a man or a woman be able to take sexuality, take sex, force sex upon somebody that doesn't want it? No. No. And so that's where logic comes in. You cannot rape somebody. You cannot force somebody to live with you. You cannot force somebody to love you. It's not logical. It doesn't make logical sense to have somebody, to force somebody to love you, because logically they would not love you. Therefore, you're not truly loved. So you haven't accomplished anything you wanted to accomplish. Do you understand? If you rape somebody, you have purely assaulted them physically. You have done nothing but physically assault them through your own, and then found sexual gratification through it. You're a disgusting human being piece of shit. Logically, it is not okay to do that. You're taking from somebody else something that was not given or allotted for. You're a piece of shit and should die. You're a pedophile, you're a rapist, you should die. It's that simple. It's that goddamn simple. That's logic. That's logic. Logic says if you kill somebody, that you may end up dead. Logically, you may end up dead through retribution. That's logic. That's okay. Logically, it is okay to kill somebody who's killed somebody that you love, who's taken somebody for no reason that you loved. That's simple. That's logic. So if we look at the world logically, we have to really kind of realize we haven't lived in a lot of logic lately. We can move back into logic and step away from all this bullshit. If we can at least realize that the left and the right, that we could stop and admit, sorry, I'm dying. This is so bad. If we can at least admit that we're all being lied to and we're all being screwed over, and logically, you can understand that this in no way is ever going to help poor people. And we are the majority of people. Sorry, my hair's fantastic. We are the majority of people in this world. We are the asset of this world. We're the people who build and work. Let's stop letting them divide it up. Man, this, like New York was built by the Irish, the Jews, the Chinese, the blacks, the Latins, the Puerto Ricans. Everyone but fucking white people. White people told people where to build shit and what to do. Us Jews, we were fucking working. Then Irish. Then Latins and blacks and Asians and Arabics and everybody else came and busting ass, man. You know, I'll tell you, the only people who really came getting anything ever to this country where Asians and Arabics came getting money. Latin people have never really been given shit to come to this country. Just saying, they haven't been given the fucking total loans that the Asian people and the Arabic people are given. And black people haven't either. So yeah, I mean, Asian people and Arabic people came here with money. Most of them that come here have money. I don't mean all of them. There's like Cambodians and there's like, people like that. There's a lot of countries out there, the Philippines, part of the Philippines and stuff, where people are getting here. They're literally taking boats and shit and sneaking across and this and that. In general, though, most of the people that are getting here from across the ocean and stuff, they got money to be able to do this. African people, stuff like that, they got money to be able to do this. By the way, there was just a story in the news in Woodland Hills. Two guys crashed a car, right? The young black kids, totally sad. Both of them killed. Terribly sad. Terribly sad. The guy's related to a bunch of famous people. They had a bunch of money. They lived in Woodland Hills. He was driving a Tesla. But nobody wakes up to that, man. This has been going on for a while. White, black, Asian, they're just lying to us. So if logic can play in, logic is poor people in America are treated like shit. The middle class is being forced into poverty. Poor people we've been stuck there forever. We've been treated like shit. We've been lied to. We've been turned on each other. All these things have been created. If you're such a fool that you think anyone gives a flying fuck about George Floyd or any of that shit, if you think all these people marching with you and doing this shit from LGBTQ and all this other shit and the pro-pedo shit and everything that they're lynching on to all this shit, okay, follow me. All this stuff they're sneaking in under the guise of being okay. You guys aren't paying attention. Black people are once again being fucked over and used. Logically, wake up. They don't give a shit about you. They're not doing anything. They don't give a fuck about Brianna. They don't give a fuck about any of these other people. Brianna, sorry. They don't give a fuck about George Floyd. They don't give a fuck about anybody. Nothing was even talked about the kid who hung himself, and it turned out it wasn't anyone who hung him. He just hung himself. Nothing was talked about the Mexican kid. See, Mexican kid shot by Mexican cops, dead story. It wasn't good for them. Wasn't good for them. They couldn't go, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, shoots colored person. They couldn't do that, so they didn't care. What about the family of that young Mexican kid? Again, I'm almost positive he was a student of mine. And if it was my student that I remember, he was absolutely a fantastic kid. There's no way in hell he would have changed in a couple of years that drastically. So again, they didn't find a gun on him. They didn't have a motive. He didn't have any reason to be doing anything, and the people knew he was there and he was helping them. The cop shot him in the back, and the story's dead. Nobody gives a fuck. That's reality. And Eric Garcetti, where the fuck are you these days? Where the fuck is Eric Garcetti right now? I haven't heard shit from fucking Eric Garcetti, this piece of crap. What are we going to do now? I thought we were in this together, Eric. I thought, hey, Newsom, I thought we were all in this together because I'm not getting unemployment. I'm not getting welfare. I'm not getting fucking shit. I'm not getting nothing. I'm not getting stimulus or anything. I haven't gotten shit. I'm fucked. A lot of people, a lot of Americans are fucked, just like me. They've got screwed over. And Garcetti's out there telling people we're in this together. Well, he's doing private tours of the zoo with his friends and family while we're being quarantined. Well, they're all going to parties and stuff. Yeah, they're doing private parties. I scooted up there. I check it out. They got little private parties and this and that they got going on. But they're low-key in them, and you don't know about them. You don't know shit. You're being lied to, and Garcetti's hiding. Guys, wake up. Wake up and realize what's going on, please. You're being lied to endlessly. Facebook is blocking me. By the way, Periscope, YouTube, if you guys could share me, if you could subscribe, if you could do any of these things, that would be fantastic. Because again, what I'm trying to say with the message I'm putting out there and what I'm saying is, the point is simply this. I hope I don't. Let's see, am I on? Am I not on? Please tell me I'm on. I'm really hoping on my headphones somewhere. Oh, thank God. Okay. I love this that it's so quick too. I love that YouTube Live happens bam, bam. I don't have a lot of delay. Oh, thank God. Okay. I love this that it's so quick too. Yeah. I love that YouTube. Okay. But yeah, Facebook is completely blocking me 100%. And that's what's sad. I mean, that is just goddamn sad. So anyway, sorry guys. I'm trying to get to the point of all this. The whole logic of it all is it's a joke. It's all a lie. It's all pathetic. It's all. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, I'm going. You know what it is? I had a whole format and everything else. And so I've been completely cut off of all my formats. And so now I'm just jumping it around. I'm trying to make sure I'm going through on everything. Thank you, Grant, on the Periscope end. I appreciate that. That lets me know I'm going. Again, my message is simply this. This is the message I'm trying to get out there. There is a lot of us that don't care. I don't care what my sexual preference, what my race is, what my things are. I'm just going to do me. I don't care what yours are. Do you. Make sure your thing doesn't keep me from doing me. I'll make sure my thing doesn't keep you from doing you. Make sure what you do doesn't hurt children or anyone else or take their rights away or invade on people's privacy or invade on people's rights to freedoms. Make sure you're not preying on children under the age of 18 that have been deemed not okay to touch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. It's that simple. It's simple logic. So if we all start getting together, and again, they have tried so hard. They are trying so hard. They are trying so hard to get, and I'm going to say this, watch how I say it, the rednecks, the good old boys, the country boys, that group of white people to flip out because they've never had a problem with it. They're separatists even. They're not trying to go after anyone. They're not trying to hurt anyone. They just want to be left alone. They just want to do their thing. Now, a lot of rednecks and good old boys come in different colors and races, predominantly white. So what I'm trying to say, though, is a lot of them just want to do their shit. They're not going after anyone. They're not the problem. There's a ton of black people that are just like them, just regular people, a ton of Asian people. We're all not the problem. Jewish people like me, we're not the problem. None of us are the problem. The richest and the most taking. So the richest people, and then the people who want to do nothing, not poor people, not working class, not the less educated. The people who truly want to scavenge on the lives of others, who want to take advantage, the pimps and panderers of life in every possible way, including the actual pimps of life. Those people are the garbage. Those people are the pieces of shit, the richest and the poorest, and they just suck off of life and they drain us all and they use us all, and they're kind of chicken shit garbage, and we fight their battles and we fight everything. We need to stop, and we need to come together, and we need to look at one another and realize we've been friends forever. We've all been friends forever. None of us are racist. None of us care if each other dates each other's brother or sister, mother or father. That's who we are. There is a lot of us. That's the logic in the world that we're forgetting. You have Biden and you have Trump, and those are those people. Then you have Bernie, and those are those people. Then you have the rest of all of us that aren't their followers. They're not our leaders. We're just human beings that live in a place they call America. That, you know what, we don't hate it, we don't love it. I'm not going to kill somebody over it, but I will protect my property, I'll protect my freedom, and I will stand up for my neighbor's freedom and my friend's freedoms and my family's freedoms. I will stand up in that sense. I will not fight a war that is run by other people. I will not fight a war where generals tell me to go die. I will take up arms and defend what's mine. But I will do it as me, for me. I will not do it as a soldier for you. I will fight for my freedom as a human being, which everyone all over the world should be doing. Fight for your right for your freedom as a human being, not your right to do whatever you want, your right to have freedom to live your life without invading or attacking anyone else's life, without destroying anyone else, without taking from anyone else or hurting anyone else. That's what I'm saying. There are so many of us that don't give a shit if you're straight. We don't give a shit if you're gay. We don't give a shit if you're trans. We do want to know. And I don't think that's wrong. I don't think it's wrong to ask somebody to tell me what they were born, if they were something other than what they were born. Shit, I want someone to tell me if they were a brunette when they're blonde, because just tell me, hey, I go, your hair's beautiful. And they go, oh, yeah, no, I dye it. Thank you. And I go, oh, yeah, it's a great color. You know what I'm saying? Wow, you got a beautiful body. Oh, thank you. I was born a man, but I've had this put together. Well, fuck yeah, it looks great on you. Hey, you want to go out? No, I have a big thing with women. Like that's my, you got a, factory, but still an ass kicking body you bought there. You see, we can all love each other and respect each other and treat each other fairly and treat each other right and allow for each other. I can work. I would expect a transgender person to be able to accept me and work next to me anywhere, as I would them. I expect them to call me the name I tell them I am. I expect them to call me the gender I tell them I am. And I will call them the gender they tell me they are and this and that. But I do expect that I'll be honest with them, that I'll tell them my real name and that they'll tell me their real gender and that I tell them my real hair color, which is red. I don't know. Anyway, that's the point. Guys, listen, I'm being blocked like crazy. If you want to help me get my message out, I said, no, it's not for the fame. The fame is for the message. I want to get famous so my message gets out that there are so many of us that don't hate. There's so many of us that don't judge. We don't care. We hope you don't care. We don't expect you to care, and we don't care. You better not care. I don't care. None of us care. And I don't care if you care. Let me just tell you that. Let me explain it this way. I don't care what you are as long as you're not hurting anyone else and taking anyone else's rights. I don't care then. You should not care what I do as long as I'm not taking anyone else's rights or hurting them. And that's the world we need to live in. I think a lot of us live in that world. A lot of white, black, Asian, Nordic, African, Middle Eastern, all over the world, everywhere. There's people just like me that we just want to live and we want to let live. And we expect you to let us live. We expect to let you live. And that's it. And that's the world we need to live in, guys. We have to wake up. We have to wake up to a better world, a better place. We have to create it. We have to realize that we're not the monsters they say they are, and we don't hate each other. In the past, and most of us, a lot of us weren't even here for these pasts. A lot of us weren't involved. These were many a few people really doing everything. Guys, I love you, but love each other. If you can't love each other, then jerk me off. I mean, because I'm really super horny these days. I'm going to be honest. I'd love to be jerked off. I can't even fucking lie. Yeah. God damn it. I'm so upset about my